এইভাবে জিনিসটাকে দেখি যে এই নয় যে আমার একটা আলাদা মন আছে। আমরা যদি দেখি আমার মনটা সব মনের সঙ্গে যুক্ত আছে। তার জন্য when it comes to a little higher state of consciousness, তখন তারা কিন্তু মনে যা ইচ্ছে করে আর একজনের মনে সেটা প্রতিফলিত করতে পারে। মানে একটা থট ট্রান্সফার করে দিয়ে I can make you understand what I want and you will immediately go and get it done. So just as I am just using my phone and I just touch a number and it reaches you and you say, yes, what do you want? I want this. Okay, you go and get it and give me. But instead of using my mobile phone, what I'm using is my thought power. So you are basically generating that thought, your thought, into another person's mind because it is all connected, one piece. That is the reason at times we find if we are thinking of somebody, suddenly that person may be calling you or maybe just appearing before you and say, oh, I was just thinking about you.
It happened to me just about a few days back. I was thinking of my childhood friend
Class 10.
who studied with me in class 9 or 10.
9 or 10.
And just about 10 days after that he rang me up. He said, I found your number. Oh, kotha hariye gecho. I had no idea where it was.
This is like one thought wave. It's like is exactly the same thing that you create in your phones. You create that and then it reaches and then there is a response from there. Out of the blue it comes, but it's not coming out of the blue. It's absolute science. The space is everywhere. So if I can create it here, it's everywhere. If I say something, it reaches everywhere.
Even bad things, even something not good.
See, the good and bad, who is deciding it? How do you know something is good or something is bad? You know it by your mind. Your mind has certain concepts. Your mind has certain preconceived notions. তোমার কিছু কিছু মনে ছোট্টবেলা থেকে তুমি জন্মগ্রহণ করার পর থেকে তোমার পেরেন্টস তোমাকে যেভাবে গ্রুম করে দিয়েছে বা তুমি যখন একটু বড় হয়েছো সোসাইটি যেভাবে তোমাকে গ্রুম করে দিয়েছে বা আরটু বড় হয়ে তুমি যেখানে কাজকর্ম ব্যবসাপত্র করে বহু মানুষের সঙ্গে বহু বন্ধুত্ব করে এই এত লোকের সঙ্গে তুমি ইন্টারাক্ট করেছো, এই সমস্ত ইন্টারাকশনসের মধ্যে থেকে তোমার মনের জগতে নানান রকম নোশনস, কনসেপ্টস, কন্ডিশনস, আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ডিং এগুলো তৈরি হয়েছে। তার ফলে তুমি একটা ইন্ডিভিজুয়াল, তুমি আর পাঁচটা জিনিসকে বিচার করে দেখো কোনটাকে তোমার ভালো লাগে আর কোনটা তোমার ভালো লাগে না। কিন্তু তোমার যেটা ভালো লাগে, নট নেসেসারিলি নিয়ারেস্ট পারসন টু ইউ, ইভেন ইউর মাদার অর ইভেন ইউর ফাদার, ইভেন ইউর স্পাউস, নিয়ারেস্ট, তার ওই পার্টিকুলার জিনিসটার সঙ্গে কোনো সম্পর্ক না থাকতে পারে। সো ইটস লাইক if I like something, then I like it. If I don't like something, then I don't like something. So my likes and my dislikes are all man-made, mind-made, individual-made. This is manufactured by me. এই যে যতক্ষণ পর্যন্ত আমি আমার মনে ব্র্যান্ড করে দিচ্ছি কোনো জিনিসকে, না দিস ইজ নট রাইট। কে করলো? আমি করলাম। কিভাবে করলাম? আমার কাছে কিছু নোশনস আছে, ওই নোশনে ব্যাকআপটাকে দেখে নিলাম, ও কী বলছে, আমার মন কি বলছে, না এটা ঠিক নয়, আমি বললাম না এটা ঠিক নয়। প্রথমে মনের মধ্যে একটা ভাইব্রেশন হলো, এটা ঠিক নয়। তারপরে কিছুক্ষণ যদি ওটা চলে গেল, কিন্তু যদি দেখলাম যে না আর পারসিস্ট করছে, তখন আমি বললাম আই এম সরি, দিস ইজ নট দ্য রাইট থিং টু ডু, আই ডোন্ট এগ্রি উইথ ইউ। কে করছে এগুলো? মনের থেকেই তো হচ্ছে সমস্ত। তো এই যে ভালো মন্দ যা কিছু, এইটাকে কে ডিসাইড করছে? আমার মন। কিভাবে ডিসাইড করছে? অন দ্য বেসিস অফ মেমোরি। on the basis of past. On the basis of past মানে ছোট্টবেলা থেকে তোমার মনটাকে যেভাবে গ্রুম করা হয়েছে, কন্ডিশনিং করা হয়েছে, সেইভাবেই কিন্তু মন আজকে তোমাকে জগৎ দেখাচ্ছে, মানুষ দেখাচ্ছে, পশু পাখি দেখাচ্ছে, প্রকৃতি দেখাচ্ছে, তুমি সেইভাবে সেগুলোকে চিনছো। তোমার ছোট ভাই, তোমার ছোট বোন, তোমার বন্ধু, তোমার বান্ধব, কেউ তোমার চোখ দিয়ে জগৎ দেখছে না। অদ্ভুত না? হ্যাঁ, কানেক্টেড, কিন্তু যেহেতু আমি কানেক্টেড নই, ইট ইজ কানেক্টেড। একটা ওয়ার্ল্ড ওয়াইড ওয়েব বলে একটা জিনিস আছে, কিন্তু আমি তো দেখতে পাচ্ছি না। আমাকে যতক্ষণ না ওই পার্টিকুলার ব্যাপারটা আসছে এবং www ডট, তারপরে http স্ল্যাশ, তারপরে একটা কিছু কিওয়ার্ড টাইপ করছি, ততক্ষণ তো আমি ওয়েবে যেতে পারছি না। তার মানে ওয়েবে যাওয়ার জন্য একটা কিছু আছে। তো আমি যে ওই ওয়েবটাকে চিনবো, তাহলে আমাকে তো কোনো একটা কোড ওয়ার্ড ব্যবহার করতে হবে, নাহলে আমি চিনবো কী করে? আমি ওখানে যাবো কী করে? অ্যাক্সেসটা পাবো কী করে? তার মানে যে এই যে বিরাট মন যেটা আছে, যেটাকে আমি বলছি কসমিক মাইন্ড বা ইউনিভার্সাল মাইন্ড, বা যেটাকে আমি বলছি যে স্টেট অফ ডিভাইন ইলিউমিনড কনসিয়াসনেস, সেই জায়গাটায় আমায় যেতে গেলে তাহলে আমার তো কিছু অ্যাক্সেস চাই। তুমি তো যেখানে সেখানে গিয়ে অ্যাক্সেস পাও না। এই পৃথিবীতে এমন অনেক জায়গা আছে যেখানে তুমি ঢুকতে যাবে, বলতে টিকিট আছে, তোমার যে কার্ড আছে, কিছু নেই, সো প্লিজ নো। তার মানে কি, তোমার একটা অ্যাক্সেস করার একটা কোনো উপায় দরকার আছে। ওই অ্যাক্সেস করাটা, ওই হায়ার মাইন্ডকে অ্যাক্সেস করার জন্যেই স্পিরিচুয়াল একটা পাথের মধ্যে দিয়ে যেতে হয়। Meditation is one of the thousands of ways by which you connect to that cosmic, that infinite mind which is there always, and that infinite mind is without any blemishes, without any impurities. It is a state of complete, perfect state. One step down, individual mind will have lot of problems. As long as that individuality is there, as long as I am separate from all of you, and I know that my name is this, and I know this is my body, I know this is my mind, I know these are my likes and these are my dislikes, I know I am either healthy or unhealthy, I know I may be good, I may be bad, whatever. These are all the signs of individuality. And as long as I am individual, till my last breath, I'll have always problems. I'll not be able to see things from the cosmic point of purity and perfection. So I'll pick imperfections in everything because my glasses are imperfect. Individual mind is an imperfect mind. So this is the entire course of sadhana is basically to purify the mind. We talked about that lake. If it is a still lake, then if the moon is there up in the sky, there is only one piece moon on the lake, very luminous and beautifully visible. Yes, there is only one moon. That's reality. One moon up there, but I know that's a reflection of moon. That's not moon. But in the same manner, in the same lake, if there is a little bit of wind, মানে বাসনার যদি হাওয়া লাগে, if the wind of desire comes and touches your mind, wind of desires, the desires could be anything in this world, but the moment the slightest tremor happens due to a breeze of desire, then that still lake is no longer still, its stillness is broken, and suddenly there is a tremor, and there are ripples, and the moment there are ripples, you'll find that one piece moon is no longer available for my sight. So I cannot, as long as my mind is rippleless, I can see one witnessing consciousness in me, and that witnessing consciousness has become everything. So I break the barriers of my individual shell, I'm no longer an individual. I become universal, and that universal is my mind. By my mind, I am an individual. Transcend the mind and you become universal. By your mind, you think you are bound. By your mind, you gradually uplift yourself to a state wherein you gradually find that you are not confined only to your body. You are not a selfish person in this world. You are born to connect with the higher self, the purer self inside of you, or rather the higher mind or the purer mind inside of you. And that pure mind will show there's nothing wrong in this world. There's nothing wrong with anybody in this world. Things are as they are, not as you expect them to be. As you, that individuality is gone, so there is nobody to prescribe this is how it should be. So naturally, when we leave things to as they are, who can do that? Only that person can do who has crossed the threshold of the individually imposed individuality and just step over to the other side of the threshold and go into a cosmic ocean. And in that cosmic ocean, there is no more judgments. Because in the cosmic ocean, there is no past. When the judgment will stop? When your past is dead. No longer past, no longer judgments. For judgment needs past in your mind. If you can transcend your mind, past also is transcended. And of course, when the past is gone, another thing goes along with it. The future also is gone. So along with your past memories, what goes is all your tensions and worries and anxieties and everything that eats you up every day, even that future also is dropped along with it. The past drops, the future drops. What remains is your cosmic mind and the presence. It's not present, it is presence. When the past and future is taken away from the mind, what remains in the mind is not present. It is a presence. Presence of what? Presence of God in you. Then who presides? God presides. You are no longer there. So presence is something like the divine or the God in you presides over everything in your life. All the senses and everything are presided by God then. Now they are all presided by my mind. And the mind shows me something, no, this is not right. And I say, no, this is not right. The man, through my ears, this is my sense on God. I hear something, it's not good. Somebody is trying to find fault with me. I'm not very happy about it. Somebody says very good about me. I feel so appreciated and very happy. So all this is happening for my senses connected to conditioned state of mind. If the senses could be disconnected from the conditions, notions, concepts, philosophies, and is totally available to the divine, then the same senses will bring vibrations of purity and perfection, and I'll see a transformed world around me. I can't find fault with anybody. That's exactly what Baba Loknath said. When somebody said, Baba, this man who came and sat before you and took your word from you, he actually lied to you. Didn't you know that he just absolutely lied sitting before you? He is the man who is a culprit. He is not a good man. He did something wrong there and he took his word from you that he will be okay, that he'll be taken care. And you said, yes, don't worry, go ahead, he'll be taken care. Why did you give that word to him? Why didn't you immediately, catch him immediately saying that this is not right? Then Baba, this is the exact word. He said, you see people up to their skin. When you see a person, you see the skin. I can't see the skin. When I see somebody, I see the Atman. When you see the skin, that means the person, the flesh, blood, mind, intelligence, condition, state. That's the whole package. Your mind, body, all your mind state and all your intelligence and everything is like a package, and that package is a corrupt one. That's not perfected. There are a lot of loopholes in it. But then Baba said, when you see as a package of that skin bag. I can't see that. He said, I see the Atman. He says, I see myself in that person. And because he is perfect, he sees perfection in others. Because that glasses to judge is no longer with him. How can he judge? He has no past. He doesn't see even a man as a man. He doesn't see a cobra coming to him and there is a pot of milk there, and he just catches the hood and puts the hood right there inside the milk so that the cobra can have the milk, as if a beautiful little child came and Baba said, come on, have little milk. We all say, oh my God, everybody is panicky. We are seeing a cobra. And the moment you are seeing a cobra, my mind immediately goes with all its past conditions. That is a dangerous one. If it bites, I'm gone, I'll die. So instantly my mind goes into a recoil and says, take care, take care. So it goes negative. But one who has gone beyond violence, no animal on the planet can be violent to that person. So the yogis of our country, even the tigers, would come and fall at their feet. Exactly that's what happened to Baba Loknath. Big elephants, they are shattering everything. And a man whose mind has become one with the cosmic, who doesn't see oneself as a separated individual, sees in the elephant himself. And then the elephant comes running, the mad elephant, which will break everything into pieces, comes and just bows down and becomes calm and quiet. And here is a man who goes and pats that one just like a small tiny little cat. Wow, how this is happening? It's happening by the same concept. The one mind is pure mind, is a non-violent mind, is ahimsa established. As long as there is individuality, himsa is a must. You cannot expect any individual to be non-violent in this world. Some kind of violence will definitely come out of that person. It will be hiding under the carpet. Anytime it can come out. But only a perfected human being who has gone beyond mind and its limitation can reach to a point where the individual past, future and that individual self that has been totally surrendered to the divine, totally sublimated to the ultimate, then this individual is no longer there, and then he is in a constant state of yoga. A yogi is one who is in a constant state of yoga. What is yoga? Continuous unity consciousness, not disunity, not divided, united consciousness. You and I are one. You are separate, I am separate. This is not a yoga. You and I are one. In you I see the God, so I say namaste. We are not shaking hands. Hello, how are you? We don't do that. We say namaste. See the tradition of this Hindu religion. It says namaste, and during the COVID time, that became the real thing for everybody in this world. Everybody started doing namaste. Nobody was going for a handshake because they were scared. But we were not scared. We didn't have a tradition where we needed to be scared about something. We said namaste. By namaste, what we did is we were acknowledging, we are just saying to the other person, look, that which is here is also in that. Here and here, this is the one same life principle that pervades between us. There is no difference. Namaste means I am bowing to you, but not to your physical body and your physical individuality, so and so. I'm bowing to the divine in you, and I see the divine in you because there's the one reality in this universe. That is the Hindu tradition. So ultimately it's all a mind. So we start with this, that if the mind is without any ripples, if it gradually and gradually can be taken to a state of ripple, a state of a lake, which is basically a samadhi or a dhyana or the meditative state, then naturally you become so calm and you become so stress-free and tension-free, and nothing seems to bother you anymore because you know you are eternally taken care. If a small tiny little insect is taken care, then you are also taken care. But that is not just a borrowed knowledge from books and you are saying it. It's your experience. You are not saying this. You know this by experience. And when you know this by experience, then you are an enlightened one. You are no longer a knowledgeable one. If you are a knowledgeable one, then you will lack experience. Of what? Of your knowledge. You will know knowledge intellectually, but in spirituality also you will have knowledge, but that knowledge will be transmuted into wisdom, and that is nothing but intuitive experience of these words. If you say everything is one and the same, then he is experiencing everything as one and the same. Not that he has just borrowed these words from some Babas or some books and saying this again from his own. I don't know, everything is one. What do you mean everything is one? This is just empty word, meaningless. Who are you to say everything is one? Do you know everything is one? You have heard it. You are repeating it like a parrot. What's the difference between a parrot and you? Nothing. There's no difference. Parrot doesn't know what it means, everything is one. If you teach a parrot how to say Rama, 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 parrot says Rama, Rama, Rama. Does the parrot know what is Rama? It has no perception about it. Exactly that's what we humans are. We keep on, parroting all these words of spirituality and all that is being taught to us. We keep on talking about it as if we know it. Knowing is being. When you truly know it, you become that. Then knowing and becoming is one. That means the knowledge becomes you. You are not separated from the knowledge that you have attained. Science will take you to a knowledge which is separate and you are separate. Spirituality will take you to a knowledge where the knowledge and the knower and the known and the object of knowledge, all the three are one. The knower, I am the knower, and I want to know something. What's about these galaxies and space and everything? Object. And finally I attain to that knowledge. That is knowledge. So the knower is separate, the object of knowledge is separate, and the knowledge is separate. But in spirituality, in a deep samadhi state, the knower of the Brahman and the Brahman, to begin with it was an object. But now the moment one transcends the bounds of the mind, reaches to a state where the knower and the known merges in each other and the wisdom is born. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.